person who told me this emphasised that, you know, his some arrangement with the landlady or with, you know, the estate agency, which is why he was able to, he was one of the first people who moved into one of the new properties. But this was before the Christmas. And since after the Christmas, well, one of my neighbours, she's moved out anyway because she's got married and she's moved on anyway. And so there's another person who lives on the end, and he just acts like he's Lord of the Manor anyway. So I really don't think he's going anywhere anyway, because he just acts as if he's Lord of the Manor. And another person has told me that he's staying. He said he spoke to them and he's staying. So I don't know, I got the impression that he made some arrangement with the estate agency, and I got the impression that maybe during the refurbishment stage he's going to stay with a family member and then just move back in because he made an arrangement. But he didn't exactly say what his arrangement was, but he said, oh yeah, I've already like sorted it out and I'm staying, basically, you know. So I was like, okay then. And there's another resident who lives a few doors down from me who since the day I've noticed that they're moving into one of the newer properties. So then I'm seeing this and I'm thinking to myself, okay, hold on, lo and behold, it looks as to me as if, you know, everybody's moving out of their old properties and they're all getting sorted out already, you know. And I'm just finding it a bit sus because I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, they have already obviously made some sort of like negotiation arrangement with the estate agencies, so why has like no negotiation methods been put to myself, you know? So, you know, I just feel like I'm being left in the dark, or as if I'm being left to be like the last person standing or something. So well, what I mean is, I'm starting to realise I think I'm the only one who's been served an actual repossession order. You know, it's not all of us. We all haven't been served the same order. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, why are they being so like harsh and severe with myself? You know, I really don't understand it, because I haven't displayed any like antisocial behaviour or anything like this. So it just seems a bit harsh to me. I don't really understand. And I think the housing, they do know that this is a 1-bed, and I have mentioned that ideally I would prefer a 2-bed. I don't mind staying because I like the area and it's very convenient for me at the moment where I live. But obviously, ideally, I could do a 2-bed. But to be honest with you, if they're refurbishing all the flats, you know, and making them all brand spanking new and gorgeous and all of this, then I wouldn't mind staying, to be honest with you. So, yeah. So, when I saw that all my neighbours seemed to be getting sorted out, being made a priority, more so than before myself, I thought, okay, hold on 1 second then, so what's going on here? So, since the new year, I've just been going back and forth anyway, with emails, with my landlady, with the housing, because obviously I've been given so many months to get onto my own situation. Excuse me. I've kind of like, you know, as you, like, I just feel like I'm being left in the dark as to the housing situation, and all my neighbours just seem to be getting sorted before myself, yeah, which is obviously making me feel away. It's making me feel a certain way, which I have been feeling a bit like that anyway, because I do feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me being a bit paranoid, but sometimes I am feeling like the people in my area just want me out of the area for some reason, and I really don't know what the reason is. But it's probably not that. It's probably just me being paranoid, you know, because I'm a single mother and I've got my son, and they themselves probably realise that, you know, basically I should be married myself, you know, sorted with a nice big diamond ring on my finger, yeah, and a big 6 foot, handsome, dark skinned guy who just wants to treat me and, you know, this and that palaver. I think they just realise that themselves, and maybe that's all it is, you know. But yeah, so what am I saying? Yeah, So everything's up in the air. I don't know what's going on, basically, but I need to sort out the situation because everyone I'm speaking to is just dragging their feet. And I just think that they can't just. What I don't understand, what I'm not understanding is how come, yeah, we all had a meeting, okay, and within that meeting, nobody has sat down with me and talked to me on a level, yeah, and discussed things like on negotiable terms, as in, the rent's going up, you know, asked me about my personal circumstances. Well, I was told by the housing that the lady from the housing was going to arrange a more private meeting with myself to discuss my own personal circumstances, but she herself has still not done that. Okay, so I'm just feeling sort of like, I'm communicating on my end, but I'm not getting any sort of, what would you call it, sensible communication back, like coming this way, from their end to me, and in terms of what I need to do to move forward. So because of that, I've asked for advocacy from social worker. I've asked for supporting letter from social worker, which I can read that out now actually, about the situation. Sent. Let's have a look, I'll show you. What I mean is, in the meeting, I don't recall anybody in that meeting. I'll tell you who was present in the meeting before the Christmas holiday. Okay, so it was the landlady, there was the guy from the company who's taken over the joint and refurbishing it, who's got the money basically. There was a lady from, where was she from? There was a lady from the housing, and there was another lady from, the council, but a different department. I can't remember what department she was from, and myself. And what I'm saying is, I do not recall anybody in that meeting sitting down with me and saying directly, face to face, in English, because that's the language that I speak, and that's the language they speak, Okay, so Marcia, we're doing this refurbishment, and after this month, the rent is going to be going up to this much, okay, and if you would like to renew the terms of your contract, you are going to have to cough up this much in terms of a security deposit in order to secure the flat. So nobody said that to me in plain English, but it looks to me as if some of my other neighbours, some of the other residents, they managed to sit down with them and negotiate that in those terms with them. So why they were able to do that with them, but not with me, I really don't understand. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? So now I'm looking for my letter that I requested, my supporting letter from social worker to support me, to act as sort of like advocacy, to speak on my behalf, because this is what I've noticed, that when you're dealing with these people, these positions, these authorities and whatever, it's always better to get somebody who's like an advocate, who can advocate your case on your behalf. So I requested a letter of support from social worker to address the housing, and this is what I asked him to write, and this is what he said. So, to whom it may concern, RE support for housing application for Marcia and her son. I'm writing in support of Marcia's request for, I'm writing in support of Marcia's request for suitable housing considering her current circumstances. Marcia has been served Section 21 eviction notice by her landlord, didn't say the name of them, never mind, requiring her to vacate her current property by such and such a date, leaving both her and her son at risk of homelessness. While the landlord has indicated that she may return after refurbishment, they are not providing temporary accommodation, meaning she will be without stable housing in the interim. Marcia is currently bidding has been placed in a low priority banding. However, it is crucial to consider the significant impact that relocation would have on her son's education and well-being. He currently attends such and such school on such and such road and is due to transition to such and such school in September. A move to an area such as such and such or such and such would disrupt his schooling, daily routine and established connections within the school and wider community. Additionally, Marcia's family reside in the central area, which I've just said, which I was supposed to blot out, but I didn't, providing essential family support. Moving further away would reduce her access to this vital network, which plays an important role in maintaining stability for both her and her son. Given these factors, I strongly advocate for Marcia to be provided with housing that allows her to remain in or close to the central area. Maintaining this stability is essential for her son's continued education and emotional well-being, as well as Marcia's access to family support. Yeah, so that is the supporting letter that I requested from a social worker as advocacy for my situation with the housing. And so this is like I don't know if it's part 1 or part 2 of me and my housing situation uploads to my YT channel, Lifestyle Chav Chat channel. And so stay tuned, keep tuned, because I will be making some further uploads regarding the ongoing situation. Yeah, I will let you know of the outcomes when I know what the outcomes are myself. So thank you very much for tuning in to my TikTok live. See you later. Have a great day.